Well, for more on the Occupy Wall Street movement, I'm now joined by journalist Felipe Messina. He's on the line for us from California, there on his webcam. The anti-Wall Street protests are now blocking major US ports. And, of course, that means they're stopping trade and preventing people from doing their jobs. So what are they actually trying to achieve here?
Well, what's at stake here really is the social justice gains that have been made over the last century. As you know, most of the gains that have been done in the United States, the achieving of the 8-hour workday and many other social gains have been done through direct action, general strikes, and so forth. The people here in the United States really, and as reflected by the Occupy Wall Street movement, really feel that the political process has broken down. The two parties, major parties here, don't represent the people. That's reflected in the Occupy movement, and so that's really what's happening here. People are taking actions into their own hands, and they're really sending a message to the system, to the power brokers in the country, that business as usual will not continue.
But why targeting the ports and not the bankers and the corporate world?
Well, actually, there is, as far as I understand, there's also an effort underway simultaneously to shut down Goldman Sachs on the East Coast. In the West Coast, what happened was there's been union busting going on. As you know, there's very few people that are unionized anymore. And in the North West Coast, there's Longview longshore workers that have been facing union busting from their from the corporate powerful folks there. And so on Saturday, November 19th, when Occupy Oakland held another mass day of action after the nationwide crackdowns, Dan Kaufman, who's the ILWU Local 21 Longview president, he spoke with Occupy Oakland, and they talked about their struggle against EGT, and that's when they began making plans for a West Coast shutdown, as the Occupy movement really inspired the unions to step up their game. Now the unions are showing some support for the Occupy movement actions. Now, the unions have many clauses that prevent them from striking. But if there is disruptions, if there's picket lines, they can, out of safety and out of respect for not crossing picket lines, they can, stay from working. So that is kind of the coordinated thing that's going on between Occupy movement and the unions.
Obviously, significant to get that sort of support from the unions in the way that they can support the movement. But really, when you look at it, the camps are all now being dismantled. Most of them are gone. We're seeing a lot of arrests. Isn't the momentum now being lost? The days of the movement are surely numbered now, aren't they?
Well, they seem to be so. So now, after an incubation period with the Occupy movement, really messaging and getting the message out across the country, defying the media blackout. The corporate media, as you remember, initially the corporate media ignored the Occupy movement, Occupy Wall Street, in the first weekend, and then they began ridiculing it. Then it could not be ignored. The police began cracking down in a coordinated effort across the country. And now, so what's been happening in Occupy Oakland, for example, and other across the country is occupying foreclosed homes and many other actions to make the Occupy movement very mobile. That's what I've heard from many of the Occupy movement representatives across the country, that they've sought to make it mobile. As you also know, the Occupy movement also spread out to the college campuses as students are facing fee hikes and they're saddled with debt. So it's branching out. The ability for the Occupy movement to maintain its mobility and its momentum will be really the question. But today will be another mass showing of power and solidarity by the Occupy movement with the port shutdowns as they unfold across the West Coast, and hopefully inspire more actions on other coasts, the Gulf Coast and East Coast, as it continues to inspire the unions, which really have ossified in their desire to be close to the Democratic Party and sacrificing their main abilities to mobilize by striking.
Okay, Felipe, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for your thoughts on this. Felipe Messina, Media Roots correspondent, joining us live there in the USA.